Hey, what's going on, people? What's up, man? It's Sneed the Barber. You know what I'm saying? Coming to you live from the barber shop. It's snowing in New York City, so the snow sometimes slow down things for the barber shop. So I took time out to make a video, talk about the barber game and how I see it. You know what I mean? I remember somebody asked me like, what makes a successful barber? Now, a successful barber, you don't have to be the most skillful barber to be a successful barber. You could have mediocre skills, but you could be consistent, you could be reliable, and professional. So pretty much, because some people like a guy like me, because I'm a busy person. So with the skill that I put out there, the clientele is long, so the lines is long. So not everybody could wait. You know what I'm saying? So convenience, that's when convenience comes into play. So now if you're a barber and you cut not as good as me, but good enough to satisfy the customer, and you're always available when they need a haircut, then you're the man for that job. And you might be better for them than me, because I'm always busy. So you really have to plan to come get a cut. You can't just walk in here and sit down, or it's two waiting and then you come get a cut. So pretty much, and in that way, and then you got to charge a good amount. You don't charge too cheap. $10 is, don't ever charge $10 for no haircut. Like that's like kids price. You shouldn't charge nothing less than $20 for no haircut. And then kids around like 10, about 12, 15 fit for a haircut. All right. So there you go. And then and once you do that, you figure about $20 a haircut, and you do at least 15 heads a day, right? So 20 times 15, that's 300. You know what I'm saying? So you times that by, say, 300, so that's 5 days a week, 1,500 a week. Now that's a good living, because a lot of people, like, say, make 40, 50,000 a year. They might make 1,100 every 2 weeks. So you making 1,500 every week. So that's about 6,000 gross a month, minus your before your expenses and everything. So that's a good living. So that's successful, because you don't have no master degree. You don't even have to have a high school diploma, but you know how to cut hair. And then you got to be professional. Don't think that, like, even me, it don't matter how busy I am, I'm still professional. I still treat the customer with professionalism. You know what I mean? I come in on. I might not come in on time, but I'm coming in. And once I'm here for the whole day. So I don't leave out. I don't leave out for nothing else besides money. So if I leave the shop, that means I'm going to cut hair outside the shop, which is more money, because I'm charging, like, when I cut hair outside the shop, I'm gonna charge you a price that you don't want to pay, and that's because I really don't want to do it. But if I have to do it, it's gonna be worth my while. And a lot of times, celebrities, and they like to pay you cheap, $100 haircut. Like, you don't pay for the haircut, you pay for the transportation, the convenience. So that one haircut might take you 4 hours to accomplish, going there and back, and to do the haircut. So I gotta make a good living. So that's why I really don't care to cut celebrities like that, unless I know for sure. Especially rappers. When it comes to rappers are the cheapest paying customers. They want everything for free, or because they think it's a privilege for you to cut their hair. No. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it goes. Now, I'd rather cut basketball players, because they pretty much pay more than the rappers. That's a given. They probably got more money than the rappers, and they pay more than the rappers. Now, when it comes to my haircuts, I like to keep things simple. I like fast, efficient, cause like with the clientele being so heavy, I gotta be faster. I don't have an hour to spend talking to a customer, cutting your hair for an hour. That 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 like I don't need to get to know you that much. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. 30 minutes tops, but I try to do at least 3 haircuts an hour. I try. Some haircuts you gotta spend time on it, but the ones that you could get out on in 10, 15 minutes, get them out. I remember when I first started cutting hair in Woodside, Queens, fresh out, no clientele, right? So I'm sitting in my chair. So you know what I do? I cut my own hair. Once I cut my own hair, and and the people who was sitting down saw me cut my own hair, they was like, "Yo, man, you did that to your own shit? Cut my shit." So I cut the guy hair real quick. Nice job. Sat right down. Then another customer that was sitting there for a while, he said, "You know what? Cut me too." Now customers like to see you getting out haircuts in a timely manner, and you're good. So that's good for them, because when you take long as a barber to cut hair, a customer thinks like this: if he in a rush, nah, I can't call him because he gonna make me late. Alright? Now, if he think about me now, he be like, yo, I could go there, tell Sneed I'm in a rush, and he gonna throw the hyper pursuit mode on my joint, and it's still gonna come out good. Now, you don't want to rush the slow guy, because he might not, he took long enough to cut that. And you rush him, you think about if you rush him, you might not get the same quality of haircut that you normally get. So, you know what? You're going to lose on a customer, because he going to skip you. He going to go catch a quick backup real quick, get a cut, even if he gets Zeke, as long as he got a cut, because he got a meeting to catch. Alright? So you lose out money for taking long on a haircut. Well, you know me, I've been cutting hair 21 years. I've been cutting hair in the barbershop since I was 12 years old. You know what I mean? Now, the old guy, he ain't take too much of a shot on me, but I knew how to cut hair at 12 years old, because I started really at 11 years old cutting hair. So that was, you know what I'm saying? Once I showed him that I could do what I could do, he said, yo, man, you got a job. I came in, and that was in 11th grade. By junior high, I was going to school, do my homework real quick, go to the barbershop, cut hair till about 8, 9 o'clock, go home, money in my pocket. And ever since I became a barber, and I never had no money in my pocket, because everybody always need a haircut, and I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the guy that go by straight appointments, because people always late on them appointments. So I overbook my shit. So I tell people like this: when you go to the doctor, you don't get right in there right away. You still gotta wait, because they might book 3 people for a 12 o'clock appointment just in case you don't show up on time, right? So that's what it is, because you know customers always feel they're so important, they need to hit the door and get right in the chair. I tell people, if you wanna do that, then pay me the money to wait, because I want to make sure that you know what I'm saying, it got to be worth my while to hold up my seat, because what I'm gonna tell the customers who I don't usually wait for, yo, I'm waiting for him, but you don't usually do it for me, so you know what I gotta tell him? Look, he's paying $100. You gonna do that? All right, so they gonna understand that. But if I tell him like, and he paying 30, I pay 30, I pay 40, same amount of money, right? So I gotta treat everybody the same. You know what I mean? Everything is everything. Now, you always see me use the cordless designers. I like using the designers because it's light. I was gonna get the magic clip, but I'm an impatient person, so when I was thinking cordless clippers, I went in there with the mindset on the magic clip, but they didn't have the magic clip when I got there, so I asked her, what kind of cordless clipper you have now, and I'll take those. Give me 2. So I took 2 of the designers. They don't work that bad. I mean, you see the cuts that I'm giving out. It's not that bad. And I don't know what's gonna be the big difference between that and the Magic Clip, but I'm gonna get one pair just to test it out, and I'm gonna unbox it, and I'm gonna let you know how it works, and if it's a really big difference between the designer and the Magic Clip. Another person asked me what I do to keep the clippers, the liners, the trimmers from getting so hot. Now, when I'm lining up, my liners are sharp, so that's why I only gotta touch it but so much. So I touch it one time, the line is made. Now when your clippers are dull and they don't cut on the first try, you gotta keep going over and over and over with them shits, so they start to get hot. And then once I mark the area, I don't really need to clean it up too much because I'm coming behind that with the razor. So I rather razor your joint than keep on going over with the clipper, because eventually that clipper gonna get hot and that metal is gonna cut your skin. So that's why I do that. So I line up real quick, come behind, razor, bang, 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 clean up. Liners is not hot. I got an extra pair of liners. I got the War Heroes, just in case my clippers do get hot, like if I do a baldy. But most baldies, I don't really do it with my liners. Like I would put the gel on a head full of hair. Not a head full, but I'll trim it down to like a Caesar level, all even. And then I put the gel on there and I razor it with more hair than just balding it with my liners and then razoring it. Because you always get a cleaner cut with the razor once you shave it a little hot, with the hair a little higher anyway, rather than the hair be low and you trying to catch the little stubbles. So it's pretty much better that way. It's just like when people shave. When people shave at home, they lather up their face and then they hit the little Mach 3 or the Bic, same thing. So the way I try to expect and make more money behind the barber chair also is branding myself. So you got Strictly Skills hats, all type of stuff that makes people, like, it's like the barbershop. Once you belong to a barbershop, you feel like you at home at that barbershop. So, you know, my customers, they support me, they support the movement, they like the way I do business, and they support me and buy the hats, the fitted hats that I have, the snapbacks, and you know, and all my peoples that's out there that don't even come to the shop, I appreciate all the support that you show me for buying the hats and stuff, and I ship it to you and you get it that way. I love that. Somebody asked me, like, could a quiet barber be successful also? Now, it's not wrong with being a quiet barber. I think you could still be successful, but I guess when you become more of a character, or you know, you build up your social media presence, I think that helps you out more because you become more appealing. And you know, people see you out more and more, networking, you out and about. Like me, I'm out and about all day, so you could feel, you could touch me, you could see me, you know what I mean? Like, social media, it's good to have a good social media presence, because what social media do for you, you could bring people into your barbershop without them actually stepping foot in the barbershop. So that's a plus for you, because where my barbershop is at, you don't have to be here in order to come to the barbershop, because you can see what I'm doing as far as skills and the haircuts that I'm putting out from what I post and the videos I make and stuff like that. So either way, you're gonna see what I do. And if I'm flooding your timeline with nothing but fly cuts and your barber's messing you up, you're gonna say, I'm gonna go try that guy out because I always see him doing good work. So that always helps. So social media is big when it comes to barbering, because what they do now, people put out posts and say, yo, I'm looking for a good barber, and if they see your good work on their timeline all the time, who they gonna at first? They gonna at you or whoever other else barber that's doing good work out there. So either way, that's good. All them barbers that be like, I don't do social media, well, it ain't that much people walking past your barbershop every day. So in order to show other people your work, You know what I mean? You gotta get on social media. And what you do when your customers get a cut and they like it and they on social media, tell them to take a picture of your cut, at you on your cut. So most of them barbers that say they don't do the Instagram, they don't do the social media, well, you're doing yourself a disservice. You know what I mean? So get on Instagram. You don't have to put everything on Instagram. Like, you know, they say they don't want to get caught. Like, well, you don't got to put your business on Instagram. You put your haircuts on Instagram. Don't flood your timeline with a bunch of haircuts. Add a little flavor. Show them what you know what I mean, what your life like sometimes. You ain't got to get too in depth with it. You ain't got to bring them into your household. But, you know, show them that you got a little character about yourself. And, you know, people they'll like the character, and then they'll like your cuts, and then they'll come into your barbershop. All right? But until next time, drop some jewels on you. You know what I mean? From my perspective and how things work over here. Sam Sneed, the barber, Strictly Skills, the barbershop. You know where we at? 19011 Hollis Avenue. Come check us out sometime if you ever in town. You know what I mean? Peace.